So let's look at some more questions on gas laws and ideal gas equation. Now, sometimes they'll mix this with other chapters like hydrocarbons or other moles calculations. For example, here it says that the combustion of 2 moles of an alkane produces 665 dm cube of carbon dioxide measured at 400 Kelvin and 1 times 10 power 5 pascals. Now, normally speaking, when they give you volume of gas, you just simply do, 1 mole of gas is 24 dm cube. You can't do that here. You got to use the ratio, the formula PV nRT to find the number of moles. So, for example, in this question, basically, they've given you only the volume of carbon dioxide. They've given that to you. You want to convert that into moles. That's the known quantity. And the formula is the unknown. The problem is that you can't just directly find the formula of carbon dioxide divided by 24 dm cube because it's not at 1 atmosphere. It's not at room temperature. So for you to find the number of moles of carbon dioxide, you got to use this formula, in which the pressure they have given is 1 times 10 power 5. Volume is 665 dm cube. Now, dm cube, you need to understand that 1000 dm cube or 10 to the power of 3 dm cube is 1 meter cube, or 1 dm cube is 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. So 665 dm cube is 665 times 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube, and R is always 8.31, and temperature in Kelvin they've given you is 400. So this will help you calculate the value for N. So could you do that? And let's do that actually. Let's do that on a calculator and find out what that is. So times 665 divided by 400 divided by 8.31. So I get 20 moles. So basically what this tells me is that 2 moles of an alkane, which is CnH2n plus 2, gives 20 moles of CO2. So 1 mole will give me how much CO2? 10 moles of CO2. So what does that tell you about N? If 1 mole of the hydrocarbon gives 10 moles of CO2, that means the guy has 10 carbons. So the compound has 10 carbons. Therefore, the formula is Charlie here. Okay, so let's take a look at another question on gas law. Now, this particular question is a 2-part question, by the way.
Quick pause. If you're finding value in this explanation, there's so much more to discover at Alt Academy, where we break down every A-level concept with the same clarity. Now back to the video lesson.
The first part is that bicycles may be carried on commercial flights. When they carry on flights, bicycles are placed in luggage hold. They have different temperature and pressures. The question contains the change in pressure in an inflated bicycle tire when it's at sea level to when it's at the hold of an airline flight. At the sea level, at temperature of 20 atmospheres, an inflated bicycle tire contains this much of air at this much pressure. So they're saying, okay, using PV and RT, calculate the moles of air at this level. So I know it's a mixture, but you can still use PV and RT to find the moles of gas, where you can use the pressure as this. The volume is 610 times 10 power minus 6. Number of moles into 8.31 into temperature, which by the way is going to be in Kelvin. So it's not 20, it's 20 plus 273. So 20 plus 273. And you solve for the number of moles of air here. So the number of moles come out to 0.17496 moles. Yeah, that's the number of moles of the air. So if I scroll down to the next part of the question, it says here, and I'll just move the question on top so I have the number of moles. So the number of moles stay the same. The same bicycle with the stars inflated at sea level as described is now placed in a luggage hold at the height of 10,000 meters, where the temperature is 5 degrees centigrade and the air pressure is this much. Assuming the volume doesn't change, calculate the pressure inside the tire and the height of this. Again, for this you'll use PV equals to nRT. See how it's all about the same formula. Now you already have the number of moles, right? So you already have plus 17496. R is 8.31. What's the new temperature? 5 degrees. That's 273 plus 5 degrees. And what's the volume? Volume is the same as before, right? So that's 710 times 10 power of minus 6. And then you figure out this pressure. What's this pressure now? Multiply all of these divided by this. What's the new pressure? It should give you 5.69 times 10 to the power of 5 pascals, which is a lot more than the air pressure inside the cabin, and which might result in the tire bursting, by the way. So just showing you the difference in the pressure just by taking the same gas tire in space. Yeah. No, at airline. I mean, like high altitudes. So there's a change in the pressure in a closed container for gases. So yeah, these are some of the questions you could probably solve now using PV and RT for gases. So the whole idea of this formula is it helps us calculate the moles of gas at different pressures and temperatures, and not just room temperature and pressure.
Hey there! If you found this A-level chemistry lesson helpful, why don't you head over to our website, altacademy.org, where you can sign up for the full A-level chemistry course. In addition to chemistry, you can sign up for physics, biology, math, or 4 other A-level subjects. Thousands of students have already taken the leap. What are you waiting for?